All right, good afternoon, everybody. We are in game two of pool play. Waterloo versus Weyauwega-Fremont. Final game of the day for the tournament. 7 o'clock here in Verona. Waterloo victorious in their opening game, 11-0 over Waunakee. And Weyauwega-Fremont goes down to Waunakee, 8-4. First pitch is low, ball one. AJ on the mound, Ryan behind the plate. Set the rest of the defense for you. They're just high. At first is Avery. Second is Mason. Short is Gavin. Third base is Jacob. Outside of ball. Tucker's in left. Trey in center. And Cash in right. AJ behind 3-0. And there's a foul straight back at me. You probably noticed that the camera jiggled. And that is high. So WF. I may just call them that from now on. WF with their leadoff runner aboard via the walk. Two-step lead over there. AJ coming home and line shot into left. So first and second now. AJ coming home, low, and runners will move up. So runners on second and third for Weyauwega-Fremont. 1-0 count. Ball is outside, 2-0. Hour and a half time limit on these games. That's in there for a strike, fouled off the back fence.
Hang on to it.
There's an inside pitch, swing and a miss. Even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a curveball swung and missed. And retires the batter at first. So strikeout for AJ. 1 down in the top of the first, no score. But Weyauwega-Fremont threatening. Runners on second and third. Cleanup hitter up for them now. Curveball in there for a strike. Jacob holding the runner on at third. Step and a half lead over there. AJ coming home. That's fouled over the first base dugout. Sorry. AJ ahead, 0-2. And grounder to second. Mason's got that. Throws on to first for the sure out. But a run scores. So 2 down now. Runner at third. Curveball misses outside. Shadows creeping along the infield. And there's a shot to Gavin. Picks that up and throws to Avery at first to retire the side. However, Waterloo surrenders their first run of the tournament. Weyauwega-Fremont leaves one stranded. And through a half inning of play, they lead it 1-0. 2 up for Waterloo. If you watched our first game, this is the same lineup as the first game. So 2 up, Gavin, Mason, and Shea. On the mound for Weyauwega-Fremont, number 6. And kind of an oddity going on in this game. Weyauwega-Fremont only has 8 players today. We allowed them to play, and so they only have 2 outfielders. So one playing straight left and one kind of playing in right center, if you can see that. And Gavin steps in. First pitch to him is high, a ball. And that one's behind Gavin's head, 2-0. So the interesting thing about that, playing with only 8 players, then that also means for Weyauwega-Fremont, their 9th batter is an automatic out. And that's high to Gavin, 3-0. So once you get to number 8 in the lineup, he may as well be swinging for everything, because number 9 is going to be an automatic out if there's 2 outs. And Gavin draws a 4-pitch walk to start the game. Runner on first for Mason, who in the first game walked 3 times. Only saw 1 strike that entire at bat. I don't even think he swung the bat. First 2 walks were 4 straight balls, and was ahead 3-0 before he saw his first strike. And that is in there for a strike. 0-1. Take those outside pitches to right, Mason. Come on, buddy. And Gavin is off at the pitch. He had that base stolen on the pitcher, excuse me. Throw is high and goes into center field. Gavin will take third on the play. So 1-1 count to Mason, and the tying run 90 feet away. Welcome to all those just joining us. It is the bottom of the first. Waterloo trails 1-0. That's outside and low. 2-1. And Mason sees one he likes. That's a grounder to short. Misplayed over there. Mason hustling down the line. He'll be safe. Gavin scores, and we get a tie ball game.
Hey guys, only one out of the dugout. All right, you got on deck, two in the dugout.
So Mason with a two-step lead over there. And Shea stands in. Game is tied. Mason gets back to first. Wind has died down from the first game. And he's off. Throw is high. Pitch is high, and the throw down to second is high. Mason with a stolen base. Runner in scoring position for Shea. 1-0 count ahead. And that ball gets away from the catcher. And Mason will take third. 2-0 count to Shea. And that nice stop there. Keeps it in front of him. 3-0. And high to Shea. Runners on the corners. And Cash steps in. We'll have a quick visit to the mound. Nobody out yet in the bottom of the first for Waterloo. Tie game, 1-1. So the winner of Pool B, their first game will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow. If Waterloo wins, that would be them. And pitches outside a ball, and Shea takes second without a throw. Two in scoring position for Cash. He's ahead 1-0. 1-0, I should say. And that's just a little bit high to Cash. 2-0. Another ball high. 3-0. High to Cash, he walks. So Waterloo with 3 walks and reaching on an error in this first inning. Nobody out yet. And he's going to call time again. And we will end up with a new pitcher. Second coaching visit to the mound in this inning. So number 6 pitches to 4 batters and doesn't record an out. And this is the same kid that threw the last game for them to keep it close. Okay, back to live baseball. Nobody out. Bases loaded. And Trey swings and lines that one into left. That will fall. Gets past the left fielder. Mason trots home. Shea right behind him. And Cash is going to come in. And he will be in standing. And Trey with a 3 RBI triple. And Waterloo leads it. Double, excuse me. 3 RBI double. Waterloo leads 4-0. And that is low. Trey is got third base stolen. So 1-0 to AJ. And AJ with a grounder to second. Off the second baseman's leg and into right field. And AJ and Trey scores. Still nobody out in the inning. And Wyatt stands in now. And AJ will take second without a throw. And just, it's the outside corner. Delayed strike call there, 1-1. And Wyatt with a single to center. And AJ coming around to score. So Waterloo up 6-1. Still nobody out here in the first inning, and Tucker stands in. Wyatt on first. Step and a half lead over there. And that's in there for a strike. Tucker takes that one. And pitcher steps off the rower. And Wyatt gets back. Still only about a step and a half lead, and he's off. Curveball misses inside, and Wyatt has that base stolen. Very aggressive on the base paths this first. Bottom of the first, that's 5 stolen bases already. Nobody close enough to even take that throw, but Wyatt still goes back. Second baseman drifting over there, but he's still not close enough to take a throw. And Tucker with a grounder off the third baseman's glove into shallow left. Third error of the inning. Tucker reaches on an error, and in steps Avery. Avery sees the first pitch and lines that one into left for a solid single. Gets through the left fielder's legs, and Tucker moves up to third. Avery will take second on the error. And it's 7-1. Still nobody out. And Dillon swings through that one. 0-1. Low and outside, 1-1. And Dillon with a grounder in the hole at between short and third. Tucker scores. RBI for Dillon. And it's 8-1. And Jacob will stand in with runners on the corners. And that is low. Dillon in there without a throw. And high to Jacob, 2-0. And Jacob with a grounder to second, throws over to first, and out. But Avery scores. Nice RBI by Jacob. So still only the first out. Runners on second with Ryan stepping to the plate. Bottom of the order. And Ryan swings through that. First game, Ryan had a double that one-hopped the fence. Fences here are only 300 feet. He probably hit that about 285 to 290. And that's behind his head, 1-1. Outside a ball, 2-1. If you're just tuning in, it's the bottom of the first. One down. Waterloo leads at 9-1. And it's a fake throw back to second. Dillon is back to touch up the base. And he's off again. And that is a curveball in the outside corner. Maybe a two-seam fastball. Count is even, 2-2. And Ryan swings through that. So strikeout for Ryan. 2 down. And back to the top of the order in Gavin, who walked his first time up. Low And that is in there for a strike. 1-1. Low and outside. And Dillon takes a big turn at third, but he will hold there on the wild pitch. So run number 10 for Waterloo is 90 feet away. And Gavin ahead in the count 2-1. And Gavin pops that one up. Looks like the second baseman camping underneath that into shallow outfield and makes the third out. But a huge inning for Waterloo. They plate 9 and strand 1 through 1 inning of play. The score is 9-1. Once again, last game of the day in pool play. This is Pool B that Waterloo is in. Pool A consisted of Verona, Oregon, and West Madison Thunder. Verona swept both those two and finished in first place on their side. Oregon defeated West Madison Thunder to finish second in their pool. And West Madison Thunder, with an 0-2 record, finishes third. So if Waterloo goes on to win this game, they will finish in first in their pool. Wanakee will finish in second. And the Weyauwega-Fremont team will finish in third. As I was saying before, the Weyauwega-Fremont team only has 8 players. Apparently one player got sick on the way down here. That would have been player number 9. So in the better interest of keeping everything safe, they elected to play with 8 and check with the tournament director. Tournament director checked with both coaches, Wanakee and Coach Reedy, said let them play. And I can't say for sure that helped in the first inning, having some open spots in the outfield, but I'm sure it didn't hurt. So AJ back on the mound for his second inning of work. And that is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. And that is low and inside. And that is in there, pops up to shallow left. And Wyatt drops that. So, error on the left fielder. Looked like it hit off the heel of his glove. Short lead over there for, he's got a bigger lead now. I think AJ might throw over there. Nope, it's coming home. And swings through that pitch. Nice pitch, 0-1. And that's a curveball, and swung on and fouled, tipped back. So AJ ahead. 0-2 with a runner still on first. And that is a looper to Mason at second. Puts it away for the out. Must not have been high enough to consider that an infield flag rule. AJ comes home and a line shot to Mason. He throws on to second for one. Throws on to first. Late, but third out. So AJ's out of the inning. So their ninth batter is their third out. So didn't even really need to. Gavin didn't even need to worry about trying to turn two on that play. As soon as you get one. So through an inning and a half, Waterloo holds on to their 9-1 lead. Due up in inning number 2 for the Pirates, Mason, Shea, and Cash. So when the tournament pairings were set up, I had to look to see where Weyauwega-Fremont is actually located. So it is 2 miles north of Madison, kind of towards that little northwest of Appleton, kind of northeast of Red Granite and Wautoma. Not a very direct way to get here, but if you're able to make it over to 73, you can take that down all the way to Marshall or south of Deerfield to bring in the Beltline in, or south of Deerfield actually, or you could get off there east of Cottage Grove. But they're here, and we're playing baseball. So that pitch is high to Mason. And Mason pops that one foul. 1-1. So the 2 outfielders are playing straight up and left and a little bit right of center. So the entire right side of the outfield is open. Poke one out there, you might be able to get a triple. And that is outside a ball to Mason. 3-1. Mason reached on an error his first time up. And that is ball outside. Mason walks. So, leadoff batter aboard for Waterloo. Brings up Shea. Mason with a 2-step lead. He's off. And ball high. Mason's second stolen base in 2 innings. And Shea with a up shot up to left. And that is off the wall. Mason is in. And Shea with a double. Thought maybe that was going to be gone. Hit off one of the signs out there. I don't know if that was the Findorf sign or whose sign it was. Cash fouls one over to first base and falls harmlessly to the turf. Cash has new life, but he's down 0-1. And Cash leaves that one alone, but it hits the outside corner. Quickly behind 0-2. That is low 1-2. And knuckleball gets away from the catcher, and Shea will take third. 2-2 count to Cash. And Cash with a pop over to right, just foul again. Oh, he stays alive. 2-2. Tiring out the outfielders by having them run all the way to get the ball. Oh, now they're going to play straight up in the gaps for Cash. And Cash fouls one off again, stays alive. So dead center is wide open for Cash, if he can get around on one. And that is back to the fence. Shea will trot home for run number 11. So Cash has brought it full, 3-2. And that is outside. Cash walks. Good eye by Cash. And in steps Trey. Still nobody out here in the second inning. Waterloo with 2 in the inning, and Cash on first. And he's off at the pitch. Trey with a grounder to third. Off his shoulder. Keeps it in front of him from going in the outfield. First and second now. Grounder to short. Throws on to first for second for one. And throw to first is wide, and ball's out of play. So Cash scores on that play. And Trey is retired at first. On the overthrow, AJ moves up to second. And Wyatt with a grounder right to third, through the third baseman's legs. And AJ will round third. Shortstop picks up the ball, and there's nobody to receive the cut. And Wyatt trucks into second. That bounces in there low. fouled. Back. 1-1. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. It's 1-2, but the board shows 3-2, I think. And Tucker with a fly ball to center. It's going to fall harmlessly to the turf. And Tucker is aboard. Wyatt moves up to third. I say 2 outs, but I think there's only 1. There we go. Now it's corrected. Runners on the corners, and Avery stands in. He singled his first time up. And that pitch is on the outside corner. Tucker is on second now. That is low. 1-1. That is outside. 2-1. That's on the outside corner. Take that outside pitch to right, Avery. Come on now, you got to protect. That is outside. 3-2. First base open. There you go. And a shot into left. And Wyatt will score. It rolls all the way to the wall. Tucker will score, and Avery trots into second with a 2 RBI double. And we're going to have a quick pitching visit. Still only 1 down in the inning. And we have a new pitcher in the game. So number 30 will come on to pitch. And we'll step away for a minute. We'll go on mute here for a little bit and reset here. New pitcher in. Waterloo up 15-1. Runner on second with only 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Okay. Well, looks like the umpire is just trying to clear a little bit off the rubber so they could see it a little cleaner. Trying to see if there's somebody warming up in the Waterloo bullpen. Looks like Mason is warming up, so we'll probably call that the end for AJ. All right, back to live baseball. Haver the runner on second, one down in this half of the inning, and Dillon swings at the first pitch and lines that past the second baseman into center, and Avery rounding third. He will score. Avery, touch the base. Touch the base, Avery.
Gene says the netting's in the way a little bit. Oh yeah, much better, she says.
And Jacob with a grounder to short and gets past the first baseman. And Jacob will reach base on an error. One 1-0 count to Ryan. And throw over to first. And gets past the first baseman, but Jacob will hold there. And that is outside and back to the backstop. Jacob down to second. And Jacob back to second. 2 down in the inning. I think on that, did Dillon get called for out of the baseline or something? I don't know. That's a swing and a miss. Because there's 2 down and Dillon's not on base. I thought he was on. Oh, maybe he got retired when Avery scored. No, but he hit it to the outfield. He got a hit, so I'm confused. And that's in there, 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs. Waterloo up 16-1. Jacob the runner on second. Ryan puts his glove bat out and hits that into right. That will roll to the wall. Ryan heading for second. And he's out. But the run did score before the out. Does it count? Yeah. Okay, so Jacob did score. Ryan with an RBI. Yep. Okay, we got it right. 17-1. So I think AJ is done for the day. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run earned, 1 strikeout and a walk. So Mason on to pitch. And back to the top of the order. We'll see what we got for position players with the game pretty much in hand. They usually switch things up around a little bit, but I see Jacob still at third, Gavin at short. Looks like AJ and Mason just switched spots, so AJ will play second. So looks like we're missing a right fielder. Who's going out there? Ryan, I know, is putting his catcher's gear on. There goes Dylan. Going to right. Looks like he's going to right field. Avery's at first. So sitting the bench this half inning will be Trey, Shea, and Cash. Waterloo leading 17-1 in the top of the third. Man, that's high. So first pitch for Mason, top of the third, is in there. Inside, I should say, ball. And there's the second one. Comes back to the backstop. Mason behind 2-0. And that's in there and fouled over the Weyauwega-Fremont bench. And that is high and inside, 3-1. That's low. So, leadoff batter aboard for Weyauwega-Fremont. Two-step lead over there at first. But Mason comes home and pops that one up. Jacob calling it. In foul territory, he'll put it away for the first out. One down in the top of the third. Runner on first for Weyauwega-Fremont. And he comes home and swing and a miss. Safe at first. And a quick throw over there by Mason. Be really good if Avery could get a line shot here. Catch it, step on the bag, and then the inning's over. And he's, caught the outside corner. Mason ahead 0-2. And hit the outside corner for strikeout. One down. Two down, sorry. That's right, we had a foul out by third. Brings up the cleanup hitter. Catcher. And inside a ball. And Ryan keeps that in front of him. About a two-step lead over there at first. 2.5 now. I wonder if he's thinking, hey, he's taking off. And outside pitch. Transition from the glove to the hand. Didn't quite work for Ryan, but holy cow, he hopped on that. And that is high. 2-0. And that is high and inside. So 2 walks in the inning for Mason. First and second now with 2 down. And that is low and outside. And he's off to third. Nope, he's going to... Had a pretty big secondary lead out there. Looked like he was going. And Avery holding the runner on first. And that is inside a ball. 2-0 for Mason. And that is high. Gets by Ryan. And a runner will move up to third. Runner from first stays at first. So 3-0 count. 1 ball away from loading the bases. Coming home. And green light on that one. Follows it back. 3-1. And he's off with the pitch. Swung through that one, and Ryan running back the runner to third. Good play by Ryan. Runner moves up to second, and it's full count now. And that is on the outside corner for the third strike. I believe that should be the game. With a 15-run lead through 3. That's it. So Waterloo victorious in their second game today. 17-1. So 2.5 innings played today and 4 innings played in the first game. Waterloo's arm should be fresh for tomorrow. So that game Semifinals will be at 3 o'clock. They will take on the winner of Oregon and Weyauwega-Fremont. So until 3 o'clock tomorrow, so long, everybody, and take care, and have a great evening.